Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. I'm Clark and welcome to Puka GT. So this week we're going to be diving into Daily Race C at Yas Marina. It's been a few weeks since I've done a Daily Race C. Last one was Tokyo 3 weeks ago, so a bit of getting used to the longer races again. Having pit strategy come into it, we'll have to see how that goes for us. I can tell, looking at some online leaderboards, that I'm a little off the pace in qualifying so far. I haven't dove into a race yet, and I'm also going into Daily Race B for the first time. So that is going to be a bit of a steep uphill challenge for me this week. But you know what? We'll see how it goes. If I drop down, I drop down. Point is, I'm just here in the mood to learn and to have some good races. It'd be a bit boring if I was all the way at the back. Could be a bit boring if I was all the way at the front. So what I'm hoping for this week is a bit of challenge. Last week, as I'm sure it was for most of you at Interlagos, was chaotic. It was just incident after incident after incident after incident. But as the week went on, I managed to secure a better quality time. Found myself starting in pole position a good bit more. Started to have cleaner races as the week went on, and that's what allowed me to work my way up to to driver rank B. So we'll see how that goes for me. So far this week, I haven't dove too much into this yet. I've had about 2 hours worth to set a quali time, and myself and some of our friends on the Discord had a practice session Monday that we spent maybe about 90 minutes on, just simulating a race. Mostly just coming to grips with the track, figuring out what tire strategies would work, things like that. Everybody arguing over what the better brake balance for the new Porsche is as well. So that was a great session. If you'd ever like to get in on one of those sessions in the future, just go to the description down below. You'll find my PSN ID there, and you'll find a link to the Discord, which I promise is working this week. So click on that Discord link, add me on PlayStation Network, and just say hi in Discord, and we'll invite you to whenever we're having a private lobby race to practice any of the daily races. So let's take a look here now. We got a bit of time today because I know the next daily race doesn't start for another 25 minutes. So I'm just going to swap to my main view here, and we are going to take a look at our leaderboard. So as you can see here, newcomers to the channel, Peterson, who I met in Daily Race B last week, dominated one of our races, joined the Discord shortly after, and also joined the session on Monday for a single race, and also dominated that. Is currently dominating the leaderboard too, with a 1:53.490. Crazy pace there. Peterson is very new to Gran Turismo, has experience with F1 League racing. I believe he's only played the game 40 hours and is already setting those kinds of times. So he's only just kind of gone into B rank recently as well, but I would say he is beelining it towards A+ rank right now. Number 9 Char, sorry, recent addition to the channel, also recently joined the Discord, coming in second with a 1:54.019. And Wolfie, as usual, not at the top, but very near the top with a 1:54.490. I believe Wolfie will be joining us tonight as well. Might even come across them on a few races. As you can see, a few of the more regulars like Hugo and myself a little further down the line. Paul down there with the 1:55 as well, and Hendricks, and I think we had a few of the other lads as well. So yeah, Tom Midlife Motorsports Gamer there with a 1:55.8. And Grease Monkey, who I know hasn't really had much of a chance to set a quali lap yet, is at 1:56.550. Grease Monkey being Luke. Luke, I'm expecting a challenge this week. I want you to usurp my time again, and then I'm going to come for you again. If there's one thing I can guarantee, I get better times when myself and Luke are battling for it each week. So hoping to have more fun with that this week. But yeah, I'm very interested to see how I do this week with the new rank, the new course, and different style of daily race that I'm less used to. So we'll get a good few qualifying laps in now, and I just realized I don't have my chat window open, so apologies if anyone's been saying hello. Just give me 1 second here. There's always one technical thing I miss. Has to be. It's tradition at this point. But yeah, should have a good 22 minutes now to set a faster quali. Let's see, who do we have in the chat? Wolfie, how you doing, man? Midlife Motorsports Gamer. The penalties at Yas Marina are very severe. Completely agree. 24 minutes to the next race. Yeah, Peterson, just to let you know, they're It's always harder to time with Daily Race B, but with Daily Race C, it's always guaranteed at the hour and at the half hour. So 20, 20:30, 21, 21:30. It's always a lot easier to time. It works out for me on these kinds of evenings, so because for these longer races, I like to have a bit more of a warm up before we begin. So, and it gives me a chance to say hello to you and go through things as well. Who else do we have in the chat? Midlife Motorsports Gamer responding to your time there, Peterson, of a 153. I know, it's mental. AWASFC, how are you doing, man? Keeping well. Did you get to join the Discord yet? I think you did. I didn't see at our weekly lobby session, so by all means get chatting in there if you want to join us next time. I see the chat window has gone quiet, which tells me, and I can see Peterson has said it themselves, they are diving into quali now to try and get their times up, so I'm expecting fierce competition up at the top of the table now. We got some real fast movers in the chat and on the Discord at this point. So another thing I want to say at the top just before I start, the channel has seen exponential growth in the last 11 or so days. We have gone from 44 subscribers to 87, which is just mental. So just want to start off by saying thank you so much to everybody. Wouldn't be doing this without all your interactions and the fun banter we're having on the Discord and the private races. So yeah, it means the world to me that our little community is growing. There's more people tuning in to watch. We're all pushing each other forward, hopefully towards A+ rank, but we'll see how that goes. I'll keep my lips somewhat tight on this for the moment, but you know, if things continue the way they are, we should be getting close to 100 subscribers soon, maybe within the next week or so. I expect it might be a little slower this week. Being in Daily Race C, I probably won't meet as many new racers. But if we do hit that 100 subscriber milestone, I'm definitely going to do some sort of a special, and I want to include all of you regular viewers in it as much as possible. So if you're interested in that, I'm thinking of having a little Puka tournament. It won't be conventional. Got some fairly mad things planned, so if you're interested in that, join the Discord, drop a message, and I'll post details once we hit that milestone. Cool. With all that out of the way, let's get some quali laps done, and I should have brought a counter up onto the screen just to see how many penalties I end up with tonight. Thanks Midlife Motorsports Gamer. Tell me, I think I just noticed for the first time on the leaderboard you go by Tom and Gran Turismo. Do you prefer Tom or Midlife Motorsports Gamer? Okay, you know, I just noticed my TV has turned it down a little bit. Just gonna give myself a bit more volume so I can hear my engine. Okay. My levels, yep, those are looking good audio wise. Have you ever seen what these Fanatec wheels do when you let go of them? I did 10 quali laps in a row just before I had my dinner tonight, and of those 10, I think 7 of them were deemed invalid from penalties. Just gonna do a little precision run here. Start by working on my line. I'll do a couple of pushes then. Once I kind of start getting down into the 155s, I'm going to open up the data logger, and I'm just going to see if there's any real obvious points that I can kind of pull back time without too much effort or without too much risk of penalty. I'm guessing the chicane is still the biggest part of this track that's causing me to hemorrhage time, so probably focus in on this, see what I can do better. I know it's all about getting left coming across here, but yeah, if you push too much on that camber uphill, you end up spinning out like that, and if you take it in second, you're too slow, and if you cut the curb too much, you end up getting a penalty. So it was a curb I quite liked with the old track limits. but I haven't quite figured it out with the new ones, how to keep pace. Cool. I'll call you Tom from now on, so. Alright. Have you had any races so far this week, Tom? So you set the quality time, alright. Okay, so just gonna work on following the line correctly here. This is one that this corner here in particular, I struggle the most with following the line exactly. That looked okay. Again, it's all about getting on the left here. So I need to go over that curb without hitting the sausage. It seems like it's like that's what the ghost was doing. Okay, using that board as an acceleration marker. Okay, I need to tighten a little over that curve there. And my favorite set of corners on the track. I have a feeling there is a lot of time I can get from that final corner as well. And I need to get over that curb on the inside on the way in. It's such a scary set of corners though, because particularly in quali, you end up completely invalidating your next lap if you mess it up. What are people saying? Is +3 on brake bias the best strategy? Because I've been using -2 for my quali and race. You know, I have no idea. I have jumped back and forth between +3 and even -5 more times than I can count. I haven't watched too many race guides on this, but Tijni, he's kind of my race guide goat, and he is +3 on the brake balance for this one. And yeah, I've gotten used to it. It's handling well, particularly with the soft tires. With the mediums, I might actually change it a bit because I noticed myself scrubbing a bit more. But yeah, I like the feel of it now. I've gotten used to it at this. And Tom, you've had a few races, but nothing but negative results. How come? Just from penalties, or are you finding the driving a little incident prone? Wolfie, I am doing great. I'm doing great today. Had a bit of a rough day yesterday. I know we were meant to get on for another practice session, but yeah, I had to cancel. I had to bring my son to the hospital early yesterday because he ended up waking with a big infection on his leg. So had to go and make sure he was okay. He's grand, thankfully. Just on an antibiotic now, but bit of a chaotic day yesterday. Glad to have a more regular, chill one today again. Okay, try a bit more of a push lap now. Oh, no. Okay, that's what happens when we push. How are you doing, Jordy? Were you working last night, actually? Thanks, Tom. So easy to skid wide there. Or to go too tight and end up with a penalty. Yeah, definitely that exit. I think that's where I can find the most amount of time. Okay, so not far off my best time already, which tells me there is time to be found. Just give this one more lap and then I might take a quick look at the data logger. Okay, went a lot better that one time. There's a bit of time already. Lost a bit there. Yeah, heavy amount actually. The sausage there. Need to keep the wheel right there actually. It's the same in Group 4 a few weeks ago. Okay, let's bring up the data logger, see what we can learn. Peterson with 53,340. That is insane, dude. You'll be A+ in no time, man. Who else is playing at the moment? Wolfie, are you playing? Unbelievable times, yeah. Okay, data logger. Actually, Peterson, if you are able to save your best lap, I'd love to take a look at it. I can bring it up on the stream here. Let me know if you want to share. I'll bring up my best so far. I don't know. Actually, I'll bring up my current one just because You're on your alt. Oh yeah, you brought that up to B as well, didn't you? Cool. Yeah, more likelihood I'll see you in a few races tonight then. Okay, so corner 1. Okay, I'm braking earlier. Interesting. I'm using the orange kind of barrier. Okay, looks like I release a little earlier and drift. Okay, so it looks like a very similar motion, just they're doing it a little later. They're also starting the lap with a good bit more pace though as well, because look at that, they got almost a 10th up before the first corner. Okay. Okay, so they get a little tighter there. Okay, so we start drifting at a similar-ish point, them a little later, me continuing it for longer. They gotta get tighter in. I'm so risk averse on this one because the amount of times I end up dipping all of my tires onto the curb and end up with a penalty. The end of the grandstand at the end of corner 1. Okay. Ah, you've uploaded yours, Peterson. Okay, I'll go take a look. Just want to take one quick look at something because I figure the chicane. So look, if we look at the start of the braking point from the chicane. Okay, so they're braking a little later. So we're similar speed at the, so the gap is 1.2 by the time we reach it. Then by the time we reach the next braking point, gap is 2.1. Not as much as I thought it was. I would have guessed it was about 1.5 seconds just in that section. But yeah. The line is very similar. They just come in a little tighter on the left. And then have a ton more exit speed. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's see what Peterson's doing. So, I think I can find this from friends page. There you are. Here we go. All right, folks, we're gonna see how it's done. Have a quick look at this and then I need to join the next lobby. Nice. Small lift, but you're up way into 4th actually before you reach that corner. 24.3. That's nuts. So even my very best effort in sector 1, you're already 0.5 second up on me. We're very late there compared to me. Yet you got the car stopped right down. Kept it in first until you left the chicane, okay. Keeping it nice and tight, yeah, good idea. That was very, I reckon that's the fastest I've ever seen that done. I think you were even faster than the Ghost in that section. It's insane. Okay. I didn't realize until now you're on a controller. Just I'd hate to see what you do with a wheel and a load cell brake. Okay, so you keep it in second there. Interesting. Wow. It's something else, dude. Okay, I'm going to do a proper detailed breakdown of that when I get the chance, but for the moment I just want to hop into a lobby and make sure I don't miss my first race. But serious lap. If anybody else wants to share their laps with me, please do. Oh no, have I missed it? Oh, I went to the wrong race. Ay. I thought I had more time. Sorry about that, everyone. Well, look, let's not let it be in vain. I'm going to do a proper breakdown of Peterson's lap there, and I am going to figure out how to get some pace before I hop into my first race. Sorry, I'm so enamored by that lap I wasn't paying attention to the chat there. Anyway, best luck in your races, lads. Okay, I have my homework cut out for me here. So let's do a proper analysis of this. Oh, you're in with Peterson. Please save me the replay of that race. And you lads race nice now as well. Friendly competition is okay, but the key word is friendly. Good luck, lads. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Oh, right. You haven't set a quali time on your alt yet then? Okay. So the main things I'm going to look at here are, you know, I'm just going to focus mostly until Sector 3. As far as Sector 3, because I'm happy enough with my pace there, bar the last turn, but I'm just going to try work on my own pace, kind of sector by sector, really. So, let's see. As you can see, he's 162 crossing the line there. Where is he braking? So for me, do you see the orange thing on the wall there? Going past that, that's my braking marker. So that's probably similar to the grandstand. Still hasn't hit the brakes. Still hasn't hit the brakes. There we go. Okay, so just one frame further back from that. Let's see, what is he looking at? Actually not sure what visual marker he's using there. Might be the do you see the tower in front, that pole hitting the windscreen just before it does that? That could work. Or it could even just be the corner of the grandstand on the left hitting the top of the screen. Okay, so Second, yeah, that's about what I expect. He's straight back on the power then. What's he doing with the throttle here, I wonder? Okay, so you're up to 4 before you even reach that corner. That's interesting. And then you're off the gas in plenty of time there before you hit the corner. And then back on right as you hit. So you do like about a 60% lift. Okay, and it looks like you lift right as the red and white curbing hits the right of your screen. Bring it in tight. Okay, and you slowly crawl back onto the power as your wheels hit the corner. Now, where are you braking here, I wonder? Let's see. Look for the lights. Yeah. Okay, so similar braking marker to myself there. Goes all the way down to first. Interesting though in terms of brake input. It was a really hard brake at first, but then you're quite light off it as you turn in. So 100%, 50. Okay, well off the brake as you turn in. Straight in the power. Where did you go up to second there? Okay, right as you come off the curb. Let's see, let me just double check where you're braking here actually. So for me, I'm using the start of the curbing right now. Oh, late. I think you might be using that fire hydrant sign on the right. Is it something on the left? Yeah, it's that. It's probably that fire hydrant sign. Okay, I'm actually pointing towards the curb as I start to brake here. I see here you're braking in a straight line for at least about 10 meters there. So it was 100% brake input for about 10 meters, then down to 50 as you're turning in. That's so fast. Okay, so you're using the orange barrier there. Okay, looks like I need to brake a bit later. Starts in 6. Okay, I'm just going to do 2 or 3 laps and then just dive straight into the actual waiting room for the next race so I don't miss it. I promised you racing in the thumbnail, and all I've given you so far is qualies and lap review guides, so... Yeah. It's always the risk I run with that curb heading into the straight. Going tight in it, I tend to go onto it too much. Okay, let's just try the angle Peterson had there. Okay, turn earlier. Ooh. Staying in second and going over that curb. Ooh, yeah, you do not want to push on that curb. So what's the line? Really slowly here. I think that was it. Okay, let's try it with a bit of speed. Yeah, no, it's... When you're carrying speed, you just get thrown off the track. First there. Alright, let's move on. Too late. Okay, really bad so far. Really, at a minimum, I need to be under 25 seconds for Sector 1. Way too late in the throttle there to make the corner. That's a penalty. That's definitely a penalty. One second's worth, I think. Yep. Okay, jump over to the main lobby. We'll chase some ghosts. Entry period in 1 minute. Okay. I'm excited for this. I actually have no idea what to expect pace-wise or where I'm going to end up on the grid with the quality time I have. Use your car as a ghost. I'd love to. I can't. You can, as far as I know, you can only use a ghost of someone who held a top 10 time. But yeah, if I'm wrong with that, please correct me, because it's something I'd love to be able to do, to share quality ghosts with friends. So yeah, it's only when they have that little blue play icon beside them. Trying Peterson's brake marker there. I don't like it as much. Hey Luke, how you doing, man? Good to see you. We're 46 minutes in. I haven't been into a race yet, but the good news is I'm still a B rank, so got that going for me, which is nice. 24.8, it's not bad. Are you racing tonight, Luke? Yeah, I was saying the same. I need you to come back. I need you to push me more. On now, good man. Trying something similar to Peterson there. Okay, that's a penalty. Broke way too late there. Reckon I might have been in for an okay lap there, but just final sector did me in. Okay. Let's brake a bit earlier. Oh, what's that about? Health of the stream looking good at least tonight. Don't have my usual Wednesday curse. Hope that doesn't happen again. Okay, let's get the ghost. You have to be so careful with the track limits here. I was looking ahead for that fire extinguisher braking marker. I didn't see it. It's too small, I guess. Race is over. How did it go? Ten seconds ahead of P2. Bit of a domination then. Nice one. Congrats. Jeez, you'll be A+ within the week. Oh, just realized I'm on mediums. That explains a bit. Glad I got to practice on the mediums, so definitely struggle more on them. Started on the wrong tire. Yeah, I suppose if you're up front, you're probably better off starting on the softs and just building up a gap in the clean air. P16 to P7, nice one, Wolfie. My own tire strategy is if I'm below P8, I'm going to start on mediums and swap to softs, maybe around lap 4 or 5. And then if I'm in the top 8, or especially the top 5, I'll probably start in softs. When it's in the middle, I'm kind of unsure. You wanted to start on mediums out front, how come? Forgot to save the replay, no worries. Yeah, no, well, you have the pace either way, so probably not a big deal for you either way. I just realized there I was doing all of my practice laps on mediums. I forgot to swap back over. "90 seconds. I take it you lads are probably jumping straight back in, are you? Oh, okay. I didn't think you were using the 150 as a braking marker because your braking lights were only coming on when you were a good like 5, maybe 10 meters past it. Come on, Wolfie. Wonder where I'll be in the pack. I'm guessing I'll probably be bang in the middle. I'm expecting to be something between kind of 7th and 10th. Turn 1 fuse, just guessing a bit. Yeah, it's I couldn't fully tell what I could use as a marker to copy your braking point. The water tower or whatever it is, the radio tower right in front has an antenna that is almost touching the rear view mirror at the point that you hit the brakes, but it's real skinny, that antenna. It's kind of hard to see when you're racing. Whoa, up in second, was not expecting that. Okay, I need to swap over. Softs, there we go. You hear, Wolfie? Getting lots of FaceTime, race time at the moment. It's good. Jeez, am I... Your quality time is 1 second ahead of P2. Yeah, I'm not surprised though, man, but like, to be honest, you shouldn't be in B. It's crazy that you haven't been promoted up to A or A plus yet at the pace you have. Finally got a chance to add some sponsors to my new Porsche livery. Okay, now I will be thrilled, like, and I mean thrilled with the top 8 finish here. I've no idea what to expect, so wish me luck and best luck in your races too, lads. Just gonna have to watch where Sergio's braking here. Okay. Who's gone wide? This is always tense, this one. Had to give him space, had to give him space. Okay, might take a defensive line on that corner in the future. Some good racing anyway. Okay, got through the first lap without incident or penalty, so that's a decent enough start. Did concede 2 positions though. We're still learning how these races shape up. Oh, that's a penalty. That was definitely a penalty. Oh, I think I might have got away with it. Chap ahead of us not so lucky. Okay, let's take the defensive line here. Some contact. There's a lot of contact. Ah, come on, dude. That's just somebody blatantly driving into me. Hey, Hugo. How you doing, man? Now, just need to take advantage of some of this clean air and hopefully close the gap up ahead a bit. And I won't get that by getting penalties, but I'll need to take a look at the replay on this one. I was definitely a little lost going into the chicane, but at the point that that contact was made to knock me around, I don't know what was going on other than the person was just trying to barge through me, racing like there was nobody else on the track. Let's control of that there. Oh no! No, that is me racing with the full gas tank and a heavier car. And what was working for me in quali obviously wasn't working there. Not the first time I've been unstable on that corner in this race either. Tires holding up okay. I'll probably pit in lap 7. Ah, nice one on the new time, Luke. You'll have caught me by the end of the evening. So some people are going into pit now. Come in now. Okay, medium. Just pitted, yeah, me too. Are you racing tonight, Hugo? Might have been a penalty. We'll see. Thought it was on mediums there for a second. Oh, Wolfie just went in. Having a terrible race too, Wolfie. Yeah, preaching to the choir. So far behind the pack right now. Oh no. That's a penalty. Done fairly well this race to avoid him, but a few of them are bound to be inevitable. Although, did I not get one for that? That's interesting. If that was quali, I would have got one. Got one for that though. Top of that, my quali pace does not seem to be converting to race pace at all. As aside from incidents like that one there, I'm just not catching people. Well, hopefully this will make the last lap or two interesting, having someone nearby. Quite lonely there at the back. Hey, a good bit faster than me, so. Not through there, mind you. Slipstream is strong. Need to brake a little earlier. Slipstream is very strong on this course. Nice little switch back that. Some good clean racing. Bit of netcode stuff going on. I can't really predict where they're going to be on the road. They're jumping around a good bit on me. Just fall into their slip a bit here. A lot of marbles on the track there. It was an interesting and effective bit of defense from them there. It kind of stayed with me. Not necessarily swerving, but kind of pushed me into a line I didn't want to necessarily go into. Nice deceptive bit of racing from them. Time to make up on that final corner. Oh well. Enjoyed the battle there for the last lap or two. Fastest lap 54.4. Ooh, nice. Well, 16 seconds ahead of P2. At this point, Peterson, I'd be surprised if you told me any less. Where's he gone, BMW? Thanks, Wolfie. Oh jeez, just kind of straight in. Yeah, it's one of those things, Peterson. It's the steeper up in the ranks you go, it requires more and more driver rating to go up a rank. So like what 20% into B is probably like the equivalent of the amount of points needed to get 40% into C. But yeah, no, if you keep banging out wins, you'll be there soon enough. I think it probably only takes about 10 to 15 wins at most. As for myself, I am probably right on the cusp of... Yeah, I've only got a sliver of B. Yeah, no, I hear you. It is boring to race ahead, but it's also boring to race really far behind, as I had to do there. Shame, really don't have time to dive into replays in between races here. Just kind of straight from one into the next. Just good in a way. A lot of action, at least, for the channel, but I'd love to see the incident that spun me on lap 1, what had happened there. I had gone on the attacking line into the chicane. I definitely came out a good bit wide. Person who was, I believe, in 3rd place did well to avoid me, but then somebody else just smashed into the back of me as I was going around. But I was already kind of clean back on the circuit at that point, so I'm not sure what happened. That's why you don't set a quality time, Wolfie. Must be the Franz Herman livery. Franz Herman, that promising upstart newcomer I've heard so much about. Spitting image of some lad from F1. Hey there, Peter. Thanks for joining the chat, man. Jungowski, yeah, I think I remember you from race a couple of weeks ago. What rank are you now, Peter? Uh-oh. Okay, good. I've seen that where it happens before, where it does the dash lines and then it just stalls. Ah, Luke! We're in the same lobby, buddy. Okay, car settings. Softs. Softs. There we go. Jeez, I can't tell you the last time myself and Luke had a race together. Probably around the time he subbed. He's in 3rd, I'm on pole. Jeez, I was not expecting to be getting poles tonight. You're off, Peterson. Thanks for tuning in again, dude, and congrats on all your wins. You're in C, Peter. You got a race too. Yeah, I'm up in B now, but the way things have been going, I'll probably be down in C again soon enough. Yeah, night, Peterson. Good luck with your course tomorrow. Hope it all goes well. Another Irish lad, Pat McGandy. Don't think I came across him before. Wookie in 2nd. Of course, like new rank, it's gonna be a whole set of new users. Lads that I haven't raced with before. So given what happened last time, I'm not going to defend the chicane anymore. Not at least until I build up a bit of trust with the drivers behind me. Let's take the inside here, see what happens. Okay, worked out quite well. Okay, managed to hold the lead for at least one lap. Not bad going. Right on the line of a penalty there. We'll see how we did. I think he might go for an attack here. I'll let him through if he does. Make sure we give him space. That'll do. Good job, Wookie. Got Luke right behind us now. Play nice, Luke. By the way, if you've just tuned in and you're new to the channel, I'm doing a big push for 100 subscribers at the moment, so I would really appreciate it if you hit that sub button and that like button. Cheers. Otherwise, I need to concentrate on the task at hand here. We've got a bit of a gap to Luke in third, whatever's going on. Nice and handy, there we go. Okay, Wookie hasn't pulled too far ahead yet, which I'm happy with, because when they were behind it seemed like they had a ton more pace than us. Like, they are faster, but not by a crazy amount. Holding their own somewhat. Though I have no idea what tires they're on. And I did start on the softs, so that could explain the gap between myself and Grease Monkey, aka Luke there in third. Because normally we are quite similarly paced. Oh, I went way too wide. It's gonna hurt me now. You would have never thought to use the old NSX. Is that what you're in now, Tom? Okay, he's definitely starting to pull away a bit. Oh, we're maintaining a similar gap to Luke behind us. Your time's in the new Porsche, okay? Oh, they have a penalty. They're still quite far ahead, but allow us to catch up a little bit. Oh, Wookiee's in the NSX. I didn't actually even notice that. He's so far ahead. I know Luke was using the NSX in our practice session on Monday night. Don't think he was the biggest fan, though. No, speak of the devil, there's Luke catching up to us now. Gonna try get one more full lap out of these tires. Luke is catching us quick. Okay, what tires are you on, Luke? Oh yeah, these are starting to go on me. I'm gonna need to pit. You'd be proud of me, Tom. Changed my tires and all, like a big boy. How are we doing? Wow, 13 people watching. Thanks so much, everyone. Really appreciate you tuning in. If this is your first time here, I'm relatively new to YouTube, so every new viewer we get is greatly appreciated. Alright, where are we landing? Okay. I'm completely unsure what my net position here is because I don't know who out of this pack has or hasn't pit or who was on what tires, so complete guessing game here. I started on softs, which I reckon is a slightly more unusual strategy for this race. Penalty being served up ahead. This chap is very tight in me here. I got an undercut here. No. We defended. Nice. Might have gotten a penalty for that. Oh no, I forgot I'm on mediums. And I got the penalty. Oh no. I really have to navigate those corners in a completely different way in mediums. I always forget. Okay, the chap who was battling us there has gone into pit. A lot of people going into pit. Okay. So our net position is probably a bit higher than I was assuming there. Wookie still hasn't pit, interestingly, which means they're probably on mediums the whole time. Crazy pace. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to end up conceding a position or two now because of that penalty. I'll let this person take whatever line they're going for. No point battling them. Oh, couldn't see the curve there. Please tell me I didn't get another penalty there. Ah, Luke had the penalty too. Okay, we're still in this. Even if I beat Luke, aka Grease Monkey, that for me is the victory, so I'll be able to slag him in the chats afterwards a bit. Luke, Grease Monkey, is one of the oldest and dearest subscribers to the channel, and we train together every week, and there's a budding rivalry between us because we're relatively similarly paced. But Luke has been up in B rank for a good bit longer than me. Oh, I need to concentrate because that's definitely a penalty. But yeah, if I can finish ahead of Luke now, I'm happy. Not a penalty. I'm guessing the track limits are very different mid-race than they are in quali. I've noticed that a couple times tonight. Starting mediums, going to softs. No, I disagree. If you're near the top of the grid, you should be building up a gap at the start. I don't see any reason to start on mediums if you're up in the top 3 positions. You got clean air, like why not? Oh, that was way too slow. Luke is catching us very quickly here. I'm guessing Luke is probably on the softs now himself, so I think our likelihood of being able to defend here is slim to nil, but you know what? I'm going to give it a good try. He's taking the inside. Got lucky there. I think Luke ran a little wide. Not sure what happened to him. This is tense. Luke man cometh. Just can't shake that greasy monkey. First thing I said when I met Luke on track was, oh, watch out for this guy, he's dodgy. I meant it then, I mean it now. I'll get the undercut done there, will he? He's battling someone behind him too by the looks of it. 2 lads behind me in the radar now. Luke gaining very quickly. I just noticed we're in 3rd. Oh, he gave us the bump. Nice one, Luke. You're too kind. I would have just pit maneuvered him. Ah, Luke lost the position. That's what he gets for being a nice guy, apparently. Sorry to see it, Luke. Okay, last lap. Can we hold it? Really important thing here is to make sure that we don't concede a penalty ahead of all else. What did he go for here? He's taking the inside. I'll let him. Oh, Luke, you cheeky, greasy monkey. Got it back though. I think Luke is going for it. I think he's hungry. Oh, will he get it done? Defend the inside here. Oh, he's going for it! Nearly lost it there at the end. Yes! Oh, that was quite the result compared to my first race. Very happy with that. Look, I need to run to the toilet quickly before the next race starts. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm back. My heart rate was around 110 at the end there. I'm not surprised. Actually, guilty confession, I didn't even go to the toilet there. I just went and I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I beat Luke. I beat that stupid greasy monkey. I finally did it. Yep, tell Dad. At the moment, almost 120. Oh, that would be me running up and down a flight of stairs really quickly. because I knew I was under time pressure to get back into the next race. Oh, Paul, sorry, saw you join there. Evening, wouldn't worry about the qualifying time. The race has so many penalties, it's easy to gain and lose places. Good luck this evening. Cheers, dude. One more in the pits. Peterson with the hood camera. Interesting, hood camera. I've never really considered it. I only recently enough swapped to the bumper camera from the actual cockpit view because I've been in VR until quite recently. I know Rory Alexander uses the hood camera. Seems to get on well with it. I'm back now, love. Back now live. Streaming live on YouTube. Okay, this is interesting. In 5th. So in this one, I think I'll start in the mediums. Nice to see you too, Luke. And Wolfie! Nice. I just noticed Luke is rocking a Puka livery, and so is Wolfie. 3 Puka liveries in a single lobby. I'm loving this. Good stuff. It's just look at the draw, Peter. If you're still in C though, there's not really any chance of it. We need to be the same rank at least. And then it's just luck. So I'm in the low B rank right now, so yeah, if you were to get promoted up to there, if I get demoted, there's a relatively high chance we'd end up against each other. Alright, best luck to everyone racing. I'll try keep up with the chat when I'm on the straights. Robert Scott, welcome back. Good evening to you too. Hey, Luke's getting a great view of my arse tonight. To be careful of any chaos up ahead. It's quite a packed group going into the chicane. Very clean. No, I spoke too soon. Gives us an opportunity though. Oh, that's net code. There was nothing I could do there. He was warping all over the gaff. Still is. No, everyone watching the stream can probably see what I see, but for him, Mr. Nismo there, probably just looked like I went straight into the back of him. Oh, that's definitely a penalty. Aye. Did so well to avoid them last race. I think I only had the one. You win this round, Luke. Yellow flag. Oh, Andy has a penalty. I think Luke might have gone a bit wide in that last corner. Pulled a bit away there. Smile, you're on Puka GT. Yes, I am. So that's what I look like when I overtake people, huh? Just too slow around that corner. We hung on to that just by a bit of luck. This chap behind us has a little bit more pace, but seems to be working with us for some reason. Luke has pulled a good bit further ahead here, and it's mostly just because of how I handled the end of Sector 3 there. Oh! Polish lad behind us spun out. It's unfortunate. Yeah, the ping of that Nismo guy in third is in the red, which explains all the lag that we saw earlier. Okay, we're catching up on Luke a bit. He was about 2.5 seconds ahead a moment ago. We got about a second back over the last lap or two. We're on the same tyre strategy this time. Yeah, he's a good bit faster out of that hairpin than I am each lap. I've noticed that. Still seems to be the weak point for me on the course. Okay, just gonna do one more lap on the mediums, I think. Come off them. Oh no, please don't tell me that was a penalty. I think it was. Oof. Sure I had a penalty there. Okay. Ooh. Oh, we've Wolfie behind us. We're after catching up. Oh, there's Nismo. This ping was so bad. I wonder how much of it was their driving and how much of it was just their ping. I'll definitely come into pit here. Sorry, I see there's one or two messages in the chats. I'll try catch up on them when I hop into the pits now in a minute. So one thing I don't like about doing Daily Race C, I don't have quite as much time to interact with you all. So I'm just kind of straight from one next race into the next. Okay, onto the softs, don't refuel. Miller Armstrong, hey man, thanks for the clean race at 9:30. I was Wookie in the next. Ah, yeah. Did you end up winning that one, Wookie? I think you did. Thanks for tuning in, man. Always great to see new names in the chat. Really appreciate it, dude. Okay, we're quite far down the field here. I guess we pit a bit earlier than most. First win in a long time, good man. I haven't had a win in, I think, about 2 weeks now, actually. But even that one, the last one that I got, it was my first one in about a month at that point. I probably have a record amount of second places in this game. I have a tendency to panic and bottle it when I'm in the lead. This is actually my first evening up in B rank as well. I only got promoted right at the end of last week, and I hadn't tuned in yet this week. Somebody spin out going into the pits there. What was that yellow flag about? Alright, let's see if I get a few positions back here now. Eighth. Okay. And Wolfie still just ahead of us, so I'm guessing there's still 3 people up front yet to pit. That's why we've jumped down from 5th to 8th. Looks like we're net same position still. Used to be a high B close to A, but luck was against me every race, bordering on C now. Yeah. Wolfie in the chat I know has gone up and down a few times as well. It actually happened to me quite a few times that I jumped down from C to D a few times before I got comfortable in C. And I think this is my 3rd time jumping up to B now, maybe my 4th, but every other time I've just been relegated straight down after about 3 or 4 races coming in last. But it's going a bit better for me tonight now, which I'm kind of surprised by. I was under the impression I was lacking a lot of pace in this course, but I've been qualifying up near the top so far because I'm still in the lower rung of B. But yeah, you won that last race by a country mile. Like, you're clearly head and shoulders above the rest of the grid there. There's some of the others going into pit. Small as well. Okay, this should put us back in 5th, so. Or not. Oh, did I keep it in? That was close. That was very close. So Nismo's ping is still really bad. He's the person we rear-ended earlier after they warped around the track, so just need to be extra careful if we get close to them. They'll look a bit more stable this time at least. DJ Hogan, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Are you racing tonight? I wonder where Luke is. I'm guessing he's in 4th. Kind of disappeared off my leaderboard. He's in one of those in-between positions that I can't see. Yeah, I can't see who 4th is. It must be Luke. Oh, way too wide, way too wide. You're going to do 1 or 2 on Yas Marina. Nice. Oh, you hate Fuji. Not going well for you then, no? I hate Sector 3 in Fuji. Still haven't fully wrapped my head around it. Those big long winding corners. Lap 10. Bit too wide. Really need to get over that curb. We're still keeping a clean 5-ish second gap to 8th place though. It's just Nismo ahead of us does seem to have a good bit more pace. I'm definitely going to have to settle for 7th here. There's no real point in pushing because even with mistakes, I'm 5 seconds ahead of 8th place there, and the worst thing I can do now is spin out, start getting penalties, so I'm going to take it relatively easy here. And just try to ensure that I finish in the top 8. Yeah, Nismo up ahead is just gone, as is the rest of the pack. That's better. What are we all qualifying in Marina at the moment? I'm on a 1:55.3. And Peterson is on some ridiculous time at the moment. He's in the 1:53 something anyway. Oh, Luke, what happened to me, old flower? Oh, if I can get Luke again. Screw it, I'm pushing. Gap's getting smaller. bro. I think he got away. We'll get him next time. Okay, you win this round, Grease Monkey. I'm very happy with this though. That's 2 races in a row now in the points in Group B, which is not what I was expecting coming in tonight. Sorry if I missed any messages there. Let's see. Miller Armstrong, I never liked using the meta car, usually a GT or a GT500 NSX first gear, and its turn and suit this course. Yeah, I remember Tom, Midlife Motorsports Gamer, pointing out you're in the NSX mid-race. Holy, what a race. Nice one. You ended up in 4th there, Wolfie. Nice one. Yeah, I had a happy enough race myself. Just kind of incident-free, little off the pace, no real worries. Take a 6th in the dirty. Yeah, absolutely. Or 7th in my case. So you got 6th in yourself, Paul. Nice one. Where's stop it? Yeah. Cool. Good bounce. Seems everyone was happy with that one. Always nice to see. Yeah, mostly clean races tonight. It's such a shame that second lap incident in my first race. I was there thinking, oh, here we go. Is this what I'm in for? Isolated incident. Yeah, Luke did a Luke. Too much pressure. Oh no. As opposed to a Puka. Wait, what did we agree that a Puka was again? Is that bottling a pole position, or is that accidentally hitting the brake on a straight? I'm happy with either, to be honest. Jeez, I forgot what the pace of this daily race C is like. Just no downtime. You're just in it for 27 minutes and then back in it again. It's both great. Yeah, so it's I bottled the pole position because I hit the brake on a straight. Grand. Oh man, I had 7 pole positions last night. I puked 6 of them. DJ Hogan, depends. I'm starting on softs when I'm in the top couple positions, but otherwise mediums. Some people may disagree with me on that, but I think it makes sense that if you're up front to just pull ahead from the pack and build up as much of a gap as you can. I could be wrong as well, but I believe the slipstream here actually plays quite a big role, and even if you're relatively keeping pace with people ahead of you, if they're in a pack and you're not going to be able to catch them, and they will end up pulling away. I know, I might have been just slow, but it has kind of felt like that. How long can the soft survive? It depends. I get like about 6.5, 7 laps out of them before they kind of start feeling the rage. I'm an underdriver though. I tend to be a little gentle. Okay, this is an interesting one now. I'm quite far down the grid here, so I'll definitely start this one on mediums. Do we have no familiar faces? I'm all alone. 6 laps for you then, Jordy, yeah. So quick note, if you are tuning in for the first time tonight, this is a relatively new channel, just started up in December. It's my first time streaming on YouTube, or just creating any kind of YouTube content really. And I'm relatively new to Gran Turismo. I've been playing it single player for about a year, but only online really about 2-3 months. So yeah, if you could support us in any way, say hi in the chat, hit the like button, subscribe, be great to hear from you. Okay, let's see how we do here now. It's interesting how I think I'm already in a slightly tougher pool of B rank drivers, because I was qualifying top 3 positions and now down in 7th. So we'll see how we do. I'll be doing a lot better to finish top 8 here, because every other race I've conceded about 2 or 3 positions. But yeah, as long as I have a clean race, I'll be happy enough, to be honest. Whole purpose of tonight was just remaining in B, and if I can accomplish that, even that in itself will be a win. And we're kind of on track given the last 2 races. Right in the edge of the racing line there. Oh, new friend request. I'll get to it in a bit. If you're getting that from the description in the chat, make sure you join the Discord as well, so I can see who you are. I got pushed out there, buddy. That's not nice. Okay, let's just try to avoid a race ending incident here. Ooh. Oh no, I think it was going over the curb there. I'll have to serve it next lap. Whoa, no. I think I ruined somebody's race there. Not necessarily my fault, because they went into the back of me, but sorry all the same, buddy. Way too wide. You're on pole, Paul Curtis. Let's see if you mess this up. Messing up, bottling a pole position is officially known as a puka, just so you know. I'll explain why at the end of the night. I can show you a live example. Wait to get overtaken by a tractor here. Yeah, lucky for us, he went very wide there. So. I need to be really careful here. I've been messing up this corner lately. Kept in fourth a bit longer than I probably should have there, but gave me good attack into the corner. We pulled a bit further away from Tommy Gunkill in 10th there, and Tractor is still ahead, but we're catching slightly. And I just don't know what the line over that curb is anymore. What I used to do before the new stricter track limits came in is go over the sausage. That was really fast, but now it feels like it's either go slow or get a penalty. Don't know what the optimum line is there anymore. Too wide, want to lift. Okay, normally like this corner. Way too wide. Yeah, I'm struggling on the mediums here tonight now. It's going to allow Tommy Gunkill to catch up a bit, and a penalty. Insult to injury. Okay. Ooh. I was wondering when that was coming. There was just so many of them racing side by side for a while there. Seemed a bit inevitable. Okay, we're back in the points, but for how long? Looked like a penalty. Chap behind us, I mean, Tommy Gun Kill went quite wide there. Let's see if they slow down here now. Yep. Called it. Doesn't matter too much anyway. I'm going to come into pit here now. Hating these mediums with a passion. Such a scary pit entrance, that one. While practicing the amount of times I actually hit that corner entrance on the way in. Wow, completely at the back of the pack. Guess I was the earliest to pit. Hoping I have a bit of clean air though, from back. The back, I mean. Looks like it. Cool. Let's try a bit of an undercut here. Oh, hello curb, how I missed you. Bit of wall contact. It's trying to be a bit too cute there. No idea what my net position is here, but next 2 laps will be quite telling. Ooh, somebody cut the pit lane. This bodes well because by my count there's still one driver up ahead that is yet to pit. And with that penalty this could put us in the points again. Oh, another penalty. I wasn't sure when AKA4 was going to unghost there, so I had to compromise my line a bit, but I think we're okay. Let's see if somebody else comes into pit here. Yep. Nice. No, I didn't see that. Not sure where that happened. I'll allow AKA4 to most likely pass us out. Well, we got a bit of a gap going here, but we need to be quite quick through the chicane. Not great. Let's see how this goes. Toe mount as well. Oh, I tried to downshift to 1 there and it didn't let me. Nudged a bit here. Tom out here has a bit of pace. Might not be able to hold him off for long. Okay, I defended that quite well, all things considered. Ooh, a bit wide. I say I'll take a defensive line here. Oh, and they're serving a penalty. Okay, regular line. I really wish they'd show the penalty tags for people in your rear view mirror, because it would definitely have informed my driving a bit. Oh no. Okay, that went well. Nice, we built up a tiny bit of a gap now. 1.5 laps to go. Let's see how we do. I hope I didn't get a penalty there, I might have. Oh no! Okay, really have to push now. It's not what you want to be doing on a last lap. Don't think we're in a good position to defend this from our buddy Tomac behind. I'm just hoping we can still finish with the top 8. Ugh. Okay, it's going to be close to Tommy Gunn. Oh, they're hungry. Don't blame them. Oh no. I think he got me. Oh, he got me. Oh, good man, Tommy Gunn. I was being really tight on those final corners, trying to block him off, but it did me in the end. And at the end, I kind of had to save myself from going into a spin. Ah, such a shame. Just one outside the points. He left the room in a hurry. Oh, that was something else. Definitely a penalty behind now. Oof. Okay, I don't think I have another race in me tonight, to be honest. The idea of another half-an-hour battle like that, my knee is killing me. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'd actually like to see a breakdown of some of the races I've had so far tonight. I might do a quali lap or two while the iron's hot. See what happens. You puked it. Oh no, we've got punted on lap 8 while leading. Last place in every race tonight. That sucks, man. I hate when that happens. Enough racing for you. My god, I'm sweating. Yeah, no, I I think these Group C races, I've only got like about 4 or 5 of them in me a night, to be honest. And I think that was, how many races was that? That was race number 4 there, because I missed the first one I was meant to join. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll try to get 5 in next time. I want to see that ending. That was something else. I think that one's going to make a YouTube short. And I want to see the incident that ruined my race on the first race. Okay. I've really enjoyed the racing tonight though, overall. It's been a little lonely at times. But when it's good, it's good. And mostly I found everyone to be racing quite clean too, which I appreciate. A bloody penalty did me in. Would have potentially even had 7th if it wasn't for it. I'm surprised actually at the lack of penalties. Like, the track limits are definitely more forgiving mid-race than they are in quali. I'm not sure if anyone else has noticed that. Best race was with the 3 of us. I loved that race. I'm looking forward to I'm not sure, Luke and Jordy, if you had it on, but like I was throwing a fair bit of shade your direction, let's just say, especially you, Luke. So how did I do? I got 9th in that one. A really close battle between myself, 7th, 8th and 9th there for about 2-3 laps. But in the end, watch this, so close, like proper photo finish. I wasn't even sure who had the win until the leaderboard appeared. So Tommy was a good bit faster than me here. He was hungry, but I was just being very slow and guarding the corners. Then bit of contact from... Let's see that again. He got it. I lost it. That's what it's all about though. It's been a while since I've had a photo finish like that. I'm going to pause that one at the line and see where we were. How do you do a walk around? Oh my word. That's unfortunate. Ay. And I won. Let's not watch the end. Yeah. Hair's margin in it. Fair play, Tommy Gun Kill. You were just behind Luke most of the race until he luked it. Tell me though, Luke, or sorry, Wolfie, did he luke it because you Wolfied him? For anyone else not in the know, a Wolfie is where you dive bomb someone even when you're as much as 4 seconds out from them. So let's see, first race of the evening. Everyone in the chat, please feel free to commentate on this one with me. Did I not save that race? I might not have. Oh, that's a shame. I think it was the one that I had at 9 o'clock. Oh no, I think I might have forgotten to save the race that we had, Wolfie and Jordy. Oh, sorry, Wolfie and Luke. Wolfie, Luke, if either of you saved that replay, could you share it with me? The one where it was the 3 of us together. I can't seem to find it. Although actually it was this one. Sorry, it's the other one I think with Luke was the one I might have been looking for. Yeah, there was that one. There was one I had with Luke right before that. Yeah, not that one though, Wolfie. It was actually one that I had with Luke right before that one. Myself and Luke had like a very tense battle for the entire race. Yeah, this was my first race if I remember right. Yeah, you were in this one too, Wolfie. And just, yeah, curious to see what y'all think of this. So first lap went by without too much incidents. And then it was going into the chicanes. So, yeah, Wookie here. He was in the chat earlier. What was his name again? Miller Armstrong. So there he is. Okay. All good, because I did kind of put in front of him there. This guy, Milnick. Yeah, particularly the second push there. Okay, so definitely, like, that was between myself and Wookie there. That was, I kind of cut across him, to be fair. And then, yeah, Milnick knocked Wolfie out. Oh, was he hit? Ah. Okay. Yeah, just, it was an accordion effect of incidents. It was me knocking Wookie off course. Probably a bad move on me here. I was expecting to be able to turn with more of an angle there. Now, there's an argument about Wookie maybe giving me space there and not going into the side of me, because that would have stopped me from going straight off. But either way, I did kind of cut across him. Like, fair enough. Neither of us had ruined each other's races, but it did lead to the accordion effect of incidents that then ended up wrecking a couple of races. But yeah, from behind me, I couldn't see what was actually happening during the race. Note to self, don't do that again. Luke, mate, I'm not sure if you are in the chat still, but if you are, let me know if you have the replay of our other race that we had tonight. I'd really like to take a look at it. Short of that, say recent gameplay. How long does this go back? Only 30 minutes. Yeah, that's no use. Right, might just do a couple quali laps, just as a nice wind down, and see if I have a little bit more pace now after doing a couple more races on Yas Marina. Probably don't. Probably I'm feeling a bit burnt out, to be honest. It's definitely so much higher concentration when you're in the races for that long. I forgot what it's like to be in Daily Race C. I suppose this is your first time back in Daily Race C since Tokyo as well, Wolfie, isn't it? Okay, let's put back on our ghost. Time's looking. Yeah, so Luke had quite a bit of an improvement tonight as well. Managed to shave a second off his time. Yeah, you mentioned about the sweat. I feel the same. Like, I'm sure you saw my BPM quite high for a prolonged period during those races. Apparently during my race with Luke, while I was battling him on the final lap, I was up at 110. I think my record so far on the stream is 120. Okay. Let's see if we can... Jeez, my knee is very sore at the moment. Might have been tensing up a bit too much. Funnily enough, not even my braking one. Oh, too wide. So where's my ghost? Thought I loaded it in. Oldham Gamehead, how are you doing, man? Been a long time, haven't seen you since before Christmas. How are you getting on? I noticed you'd set a quali time this week, hadn't seen that in a while too. Thanks for coming back, dude, great to see you. Okay, 55.9, not bad for a first effort. Slowed in a ghost. Good, just been busy. I hear you. I was having a quick snoop at your profile the other day. I saw that you still climbed up the rankings quite a bit. You're in B at the moment, aren't you? Yeah. Jeez, good going, man. How many races have you had now? Jeez, barely any. Yeah, I tell you, you've climbed up with very little races. 10 wins out of 32 races. Jeez, you'll give Wolfie a run for his money. Not sure if you remember Hugo. He was somebody who was active around your time as well. He's still with us. Still comes racing with us regularly. If you're interested, I've set up a Discord for the channel since you were last on, where we kind of stay in touch in between streams, and we sometimes organize some private lobby sessions if you're ever interested in joining us. I know it might be difficult if you're a bit stuck for time, but you're more than welcome, dude. It's great to have you back. Alright, let me just load in a ghost here and do a couple more laps. Yeah, Hugo, I think he has put 200 hours into Gran Turismo since Christmas. I don't even know if there's that many hours in a month, but he somehow pulled it off. Look where he's ranking. And like most of these other drivers around him are kind of like borderline A rank drivers. He was telling me in the Manufacturers Cup he was like doing best in his area and everything. Like he's really been putting the time in. Oh, you're on the Discord. Did you join it tonight, was it? I hadn't noticed you on it before. It's sometimes hard to keep track of everyone's PSN IDs and Discord names and YouTube names, so apologies if you are there and I just missed you until now. Track limit, where was that? I think I might have been going over the first part of the chicane. Because yeah, it really is so much more sensitive in qualifying than it is in racing. Would have been a 155.7. Hey Wolfie, have you had a chance to check out Peterson's lap yet? Need to be careful of penalties this time. You're not gonna bother. The competition runs strong in you, buddy. I don't know what I got a track limit penalty for there. So one thing I just on that, one thing that I really like about seeing, say, somebody at your level, Wolfie, or at Peterson, somebody who's like 1 or 2 seconds faster than me instead of, you know, absolute top tier like this ghost I'm chasing, is like, if I'm trying to compare what I'm doing to like one of the top tier, it's just so far gone from what I'm capable of. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to improve everything. I need to improve every single corner. When I'm looking at people that are incrementally better than me, like slightly different levels better, it gives me an insight of, oh, well, we're, you know, like particularly myself and Luke, oh, we're relatively similar standard, but he is taking that corner faster than I am. How is he doing it? If he's capable of it, maybe I am too, you know, whereas sometimes it's just so overwhelming when you see an alien, like a top 10 time setter, doing every corner infinitely faster than you could ever do it. I just like having those incremental steps of, okay, well, let's look at a guy who's half a second faster than me. And then when I get there, okay, well, let's look at a guy who's half a second faster than me again, and kind of climbing up that way in almost manageable bite-sized pieces instead of just being overwhelmed at the competency of some of these better racers. You never load in a top tier ghost, just doing laps and just improve bit by bit. I do a bit of both. It's definitely better to do it without a ghost if you can, because I find sometimes after the ghost is gone, it's almost a bit like a cheat having one. It's like having a racing line on, and then once it's disabled, you get a bit lost again. You're like, oh, what was my line? Oldham Gamehead, sorry, see your message there. Can't find the Discord. If you click in the description down below, there's a link to it. It's not too far down. I think it's just underneath the description. It's how to support. You'll see a message to subscribe, a link to my PSN ID, and the link to the Discord right below that. Ooh, too wide. Okay, let's just do one more focused one here. Yeah, Oldham Gamer, let me know if there's a problem with the link. I've had problems with the link in the past, but I believe they are resolved now. It's not great. Great, glad to hear it's all working. Okay, I think this will be my last lap of the evening. Yeah, let's just call it there. I am pooped. Just want to do a quick check-in on my driver rating and see where it's sitting after that, because what was that? 15th, a 5th, a 7th, and a 9th place finish. So I'm probably actually even a little down from where I started, but hopefully not by too much. So where are we sitting? Just remove the sub counter here. Yeah, pretty much what I started with, maybe a slight bit less, but yeah, just a little sliver of B. They don't give you a huge amount when you first get promoted. But look, very successful first evening all the same though. Every other time I have been promoted up to B, I have been swiftly demoted. You're getting off to bed. Great to see you again, Oldham Gamehead. Welcome back. Yeah, we tend to race together as a group on either Monday or Tuesday nights. If you want to join us for a private lobby, that's always great. Otherwise, I might see you on the track. I'll be back streaming again on Sunday, or sorry, on Friday. So I'll definitely see you then if you're about. Well, let's see. Okay, everyone, that is all we have time for. Very successful evening. Was not sure how that was going to go for me. New track, new driver rank, but held my own somewhat. Even a top 5 finish in there, which I was not expecting. The racing was also much cleaner than I was expecting, which was a breath of fresh air after Interlagos, and it got to see so many familiar faces in the races with me tonight in the form of Wolfie and Greasy Monkey. So thanks again, lads, for joining in, and to all of you watching, whether old viewer or new, thanks so much. Your support means everything to me at this early growth stage of this channel. So if you haven't yet, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, or even join the Discord and say hi and join us on one of our private lobby races. But anyway, until next time, which is Friday, back at the same time, 8 p.m. that's 8 p.m. GMT, Irish and UK time. Be streaming until about midnight and doing some more Daily Race C. So I'm Clark, you've been watching Puka GT, and I hope you have a good evening. Talk to you later and see you on the track.